In the mood for a quickie? Alright, this one is about people doing things for your own good. Basically, anyone who says this is arrogant enough to pretend to know better than you do what's good for you. And is there any greater insult you can give an adult? We'll just look at one prominent example, smoking bans. We're told this is a public health problem. It's not about the smoker, but those around them who are being endangered by the environmental smoke. The science on this isn't anywhere near as solid as they want you to believe, but actually, that's not really relevant. The first problem is that they're treating people like they're helpless. Like if a restaurant allows smoking, they just can't go to another restaurant with a different policy. Let the market take care of it. And like people haven't earned the right to set their own rules on their own property. No, their subjective opinion is that no one should smoke. And like all authoritarians, they consider their subjective opinion to be objective fact and impose it on everyone else by force. But the second problem is a much bigger one. All of that is nothing more than an excuse. When these bans were first considered, people said, "What's next? A ban on fast food?" "Don't be ridiculous," came the reply. But what started happening years later? Exactly what people feared. The thing that makes this such a shining example of their dissembling, or at least their belief in belief, is e-cigarettes, which have no secondhand smoke and pose no danger to others. And they still want to ban them. It's not about public health. It was never about public health. It's about authoritarians and their desires to control others. You don't get to tell others what's good for them and force them to act accordingly. And you certainly don't get to tell them what they can and can't put into their own bodies. The only exceptions I can think of to this are children and the insane. Other than that, there is no basis for anyone to pretend that they know better than anyone else.